Hello, everyone. This is Tanya Howell, and I am happy to be with you. I'm a Diamond Wellness Advocate in doTERRA, and I'm really happy to be able to share with you something that I have become really passionate about in the last few years, and I love actually teaching on this topic. And so I want to welcome you all for being here, and all of you who are new to doTERRA, or maybe you've been here for quite some time and have never gone through a continuing education series such as this. I want to welcome you here, and I hope that this will be something that's beneficial for you, that you can find very educational, and you can get some great ideas and add to your or enhance your knowledge of what you've already learned about essential oils and how to live a healthier lifestyle. So the purpose of this series, of this 8-week series of classes, is to really continue to educate you and empower you with knowledge and with tools, and knowing how you can better take care of yourselves more naturally with the power of essential oils and with some of the products that doTERRA has for us. And so I'm excited to share with you some of what I've learned and what I use on a regular basis that may be able to help you as well. So I want to first of all kind of let you know how this will run. I'm going to introduce the topic, and I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share a PowerPoint, which will give you more visual pieces to look at, so you can not just see me speak, but you can actually see some of the products that I will be sharing with you, and talk more about the essential oils in them that can be of benefit to you. And then at the end, I'll talk a little bit about how you can get them, or how you can use your wholesale account to get the best prices for them, and then open it up for any questions that you might have. So just to start, I'm going to share my screen so that I can go ahead and move into this PowerPoint and take you here. And tonight, as I said, or today, we're going to talk about healthy, glowing skin from the inside out. So this topic of healthy, glowing skin, I think most of you, if you are a woman, this is something that we always think about, right? How do we have nice skin? And especially as we age, how can we age in a really graceful way, right? And even those of you who may be guys watching this, guys, this is for you too. And in fact, they say that most guys don't think about taking care of their skin until later on in life, and they wish they would have thought about it sooner. So take note that this is for all of us, whether you're a man or a woman. We can find ways to really keep that youthful appearance. And so what I want to touch on are some 5 tips that I learned several years ago, which I learned actually at an extreme health conference. And one of the presenters there was a skin expert from somewhere in Europe, and he was this amazing individual and just a very youthful guy, even though he was in his 60s, I would say, but just had this very youthful, beautiful, glowing appearance about him. And he shared with us a few things, a few tips and secrets to having good, healthy skin. And so 4 of the tips that I will share with you are from him, and actually number 4 is something that I have learned in recent years that I will share from my personal experience, but 5 in all. So 4 of them are from him, and 1 is from me that I'll throw in there. So the first is hydration. So really making sure that you're hydrating on a daily basis, drinking lots of good water. Of course, we know water is the building block to our cells, and we need to be constantly drinking water to help detoxify and clean out toxins and digest better. And so our skin is also, or our cells are made up of mostly water. And so we need that water to maintain healthy, elastic, supple skin. And what I actually learned is that our skin is the last organ to receive the benefits of water or even nutrients. And so even though we may be drinking some water, I think we're drinking a lot of water, usually the benefit of that water goes to everything else first before it even gets to the skin. So if we're not drinking enough water, then we're going to have more dry, flaking, more saggy skin, which is going to be more prone to wrinkles. So make sure that we're hydrating is very important. And so the second tip is to consume more fats. And by that, obviously, we know the good fats, raw seeds, raw nuts, avocados, good fats, basically are oils that are omega-3s that are really important for our brain health, for cardiovascular health, but also for our skin. So we need those really good healthy fats. And supplementing, going back to supplementing, again, the last organ to receive the benefits of supplementing, just like water, is our skin. And so we need to make sure that we are getting sufficient amount of omega-3s, and which helps to really boost that elasticity and really make sure that we're having good supple skin. So besides consuming good fats, and actually we can do that with our Life on Vitality pack, which I know for me is a daily staple, and we have our XZ Omega, which has the good fish oils, and there's a vegan kind if you are vegan and you want to have that option. It is giving you your daily dosage of those good omega-3s, which are super important. Now, the third is, and I was about to say this earlier, is eliminate the white stuff. So the processed sugars, the processed foods, any of the white stuff, especially the sugar. I read an article recently that said that not only is sugar bad for your waistline, but it's bad for your skin. And in fact, that, we know that sugar basically creates insulin spikes within the body, and insulin spikes lead to inflammation. So when you're getting these little spikes of inflammation every time you consume sugar, that's affecting you from the inside out, and you're going to have that show up in your skin, and you're going to age, according to this article, a lot quicker if you're consuming too much sugar. So cut down on the sugar, eliminate the white stuff altogether if you can, and substitute with something that's a little bit more healthy. And then the fourth thing, and this is the one that I have found super helpful for me, and which I'm a huge advocate for, is cleansing. And I know that this, for me, has done a huge amount of good for me and my skin, where I was more prone to a lot of breakouts earlier in my life, and even up through my adulthood struggled a lot with adult acne, and that's not fun to have to deal with those breakouts and those ugly things on your face. And so I found that as I started cleansing, and particularly with just throwing a plug in there with doTERRA's Cleanse and Restore products, which is on another one of our continuing education classes covered there, that I saw more results doing that for my skin than just applying things topically. So as I started using some of the cleanse products, and I won't go into too much detail, I started realizing that a lot of that imbalance was caused by those primary pathways obviously not working the way that they should. And so I started to see my skin clear up because I was cleaning those filtering pathways, and as a result, those secondary pathways, which are our skin is being one of them, will reflect that. And so anytime people come to me with, oh, I have this type of issue coming up, or my child is going, or my teenager is going through acne, the first thing that I think of is do a cleanse, because that will really give you great results from the inside out. It will actually help to clear up some of those issues expressing themselves on the surface. And so two of the products that I will mention here, and these are daily for me, is the Zendocrine and the PB Assist. So I take these, and I know you probably can't see this very well on your screen, but I take these daily. Zendocrine for the filtering of your liver, kidneys, colon, lungs, and skin. Really, really good for the skin and helping to clear that up, as well as PB Assist, and that's really good for good gut intestinal flora balance, making sure that you're getting good balance in your intestinal tract with those healthy probiotics. So just a little plug there for those. And then the fifth tip that I will give you for healthy skin is actually one that, again, this guy mentioned, and something that he really said was helpful, and him looking so good at his age was using essential oils. So obviously this is years ago, and we know that we have some of the best oils now with doTERRA, but using the essential oils we know are really good for helping to rejuvenate, to regenerate new skin, to help heal the skin, and help to really support our skin and its cell health. And so that's what I really want to focus on today, is some of the oils that can really help promote good, healthy skin, as well as some of the doTERRA products that really help with that as well. So many of you are familiar with some of the skincare line already. If you've gone to your virtual office and you're familiar with your customer website and know how to go on there, you'll see that there's an entire skincare line in body care, and I'll touch on some of those products. I won't have time to elaborate on all of them, but I definitely want to point out some of them and what I have personally used and found really effective for me. And I love their entire skincare line. Some of the products they've had for several years are still there, and you'll find those, and I'm not going to touch on those, but I will let you know that a lot of people still use their original skincare line, which is great. And if that's working for you, continue to use it. But the one line that I want to highlight, and this is something that I have personally loved and fallen in love with the last couple of years since it was released, is called the Virage system. And it's a very, very pure line. It is scientifically formulated. In fact, in doTERRA, we know they're based on science, and they're also based on the best in nature. So we have the best of both of those worlds of science, scientifically formulated, and sourced with the best of nature. So not only that, but we have our certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils. So in every single one of these products that I'll tell you about, we'll touch on some of the oils that are in there and why they're beneficial and how they can really help benefit the skin. The other thing that's really important in this is, as you think about what you're applying on your skin, we know that everything kind of absorbs into your body, and your skin is your largest organ. And it's really important that whatever we're putting on us, whether it's your skincare, whether it's the shampoo that you're using, your body is absorbing that. So if it's synthetic, if it's chemically made or has artificial anything in it, we're obviously absorbing some of that, and we want to reduce our toxic load as much as possible and actually use things that are more pure and natural and that are safe. So I know the research has shown that those who use some of the chemical cleaners in their home have a higher risk of developing cancers, because a lot of them are cancerous, and so because of the high amount of toxins in them. So it's just something to be aware of as you look at things that may be in your home, things that you may be using. Is this something that's pure enough to ingest? Not that you would want to ingest any of these, but is this a pure and clean product that is helping me to reduce my toxic exposure? And so doTERRA has none of the bad in any of their products. So when it comes to artificial things, artificial ingredients, there's none of that. No sodium lauryl sulfates, no formaldehydes, no parabens, propylene glycol, any of those preservatives that exist out there with other skincare lines, doTERRA does not have. They have actually a Virage preservative system that's made up of very natural ingredients that exist in plants. And so that really to me is so important to know, that when I look at the ingredients on these bottles, most everything that I can see is something that I can pronounce and I can recognize, right? So, but the results actually speak for themselves, and I've found that they have given me amazing results. So I'm going to touch on or kind of break apart each one of these. In this line, we have the Virage Cleanser, and this consists of, it's kind of a gel, and I love that you can, as you can see, you have it standing up that way, upside down, but it's basically a pump, and it's a very clean cleanser. It has coconut oil, which basically kind of boosts the effectiveness of everything else that's in there. It has the olive oil, which reduces kind of what they say, the transepidural water loss. So it keeps your skin nice and hydrated. And obviously those essential oils in there are very antibacterial and really help to purify the skin. But what I love about this is that most of the time when you put on a facial cleanser, you feel it kind of really strip out all those oils. So when you're done cleansing, your face is left dry and just really dry, and sometimes rough. At least that's been my experience with other things I've tried. But with this cleanser, you actually feel hydrated and it's moisturized while it's cleansing. So you have the benefit of it really providing a powerful cleansing, purifying for the skin, but also moisturizing it at the same time. And then we have our toner, which the purpose of a toner is to tighten and tone and really smooth the skin and actually help to reduce the appearance of pores, but it also helps to restore the pH balance. And so some of the oils, again, the essential oils that are in here are coriander and cypress, as you can see. So both coriander and cypress are really good at helping to tone, as well as kind of pull in the pores and tighten the cells. So you have that appearance of, tightening of the skin. So it's just firmer and clearer. And I know some people will even just, especially if they're more prone to skin issues, just use the coriander with their moisturizer. And I found it to be really, really helpful at being able to just kind of tone and firm up their skin, their pores. So, and obviously there's a couple other oils in there, and ylang ylang, or some people will call it ylang ylang, depending on where you're from. It is another essential oil, which again soothes, it's nourishing, it helps to protect the skin. And this is really important. All of these different steps are really important as we go out into the day and we're exposed to the sunlight and exposed to different things in the air. It's really important that we're providing this support and this protection for our skin, and we're actually giving those good boost of antioxidants to fight those free radicals. So something like the malachite copper, the minerals, provide that antioxidant, and it actually helps to provide that elasticity within the skin. So I love that this actually comes in a pump sprayer, and a lot of us, I know, have been used to using the cotton ball with a toner and apply it on the skin. Well, what I love about this is you can spray it on, which is a little bit different, but you can use it throughout the day. So if you're out and about and you want to even take your toner with you and just kind of refreshen up, this really gives that good freshing mist, and you can apply it more than once per day. And it just helps to revive the feeling and the look of your skin. Now, this one is one of my favorite parts of this system, and it's the Immortelle Hydrating Serum. I know a lot of people, including myself, I go through this all the time because I love this particular serum. It contains the Immortelle Essential Oil Blend, which is, I will touch on this because this is, again, an amazing, powerful blend of essential oils that are all of your most expensive oils. Very good for anti-aging. And in fact, this ingredient, L22, is a combination of the jojoba, macadamia, olive esters, which it's a new technology. It basically has been found to mimic the skin surface lipids when at the optimal age of 22 years old. So your optimal, skin and youthful look is typically around that 22 years of age. And this ingredient, L22, is in this Virage line. So it really does provide that youthful appearance by targeting, which the purpose of the serum is really to target certain areas within the skin, within the face. And so I typically like to apply this And you can apply it all over your face. I try to, target specifically around my eyes, around my forehead, the little creases, around my eyes, around my mouth, around my mouth, and just kind of target those areas with this serum. And I love it. I love how it feels very, very hydrating. So provides that, like I said, lipid balance and helps to reduce the appearance of those fine lines and wrinkles. And then finally, the last step in that Virage line, so you have your cleanser, your toner, your targeter, which is the serum, and your moisturizer. And obviously we know the moisturizer is there to really moisturize and help to smooth and even out that complexion. This moisturizer has the essential oils of jasmine, which we know is really good for the skin, really hydrating, as well as geranium, and then juniper berry, which I find this one to be an interesting essential oil in there, but juniper berry has a lot of different benefits, and it's a very good cleanser as well, and is probably has more benefits than I'm aware of, but I know it's really good for the kidneys as well. So, but it's in this because it obviously that combination is good for hydrating and repairing the skin. So obviously a lot of great things in there. Oh, and sandalwood, I forgot to mention sandalwood, a really great anti-aging essential oil. So that basically is the entire Virage line. And speaking of the Immortelle, which is in the serum, these are the essential oils in the Immortelle, and this comes in a roller bottle. And again, it's one of my all-time favorite oil blends. I use this all the time, and people ask, well, what do you use it for besides your face? Well, there's a lot of different things you can use it for, whether it's on your face, whether it's on scars, or maybe some damaged tissue. I know someone had posted a picture of their son who got a massive goose egg on their head, and they applied the Immortelle, and within a couple hours, that goose egg was down. You didn't even see it, and it was just amazing how it just helped. And all those really expensive oils really have benefits in helping to reduce the inflammation, help to rejuvenate the skin, repair the skin. I know myrrh and helichrysum, along with the frankincense, I mean, they're just very powerful oils and have been used for a very long time to reduce blemishes and just improve the appearance of the skin. And of course, rose being the most expensive of all of those oils, and that rose is in that Immortelle. So it's an expensive oil blend, but definitely worth its cost because of the benefits. I personally, with this blend, have found several things I've used it for. And my husband had a scar from a surgery he had in his arm, and he broke his arm, and we used it we used it as he was recovering to help to regenerate and repair that, heal that area more quickly. But I had a spot on my face, actually right next to my nose, and this was about 4 years ago. And it was just kind of this raised spot, this kind of mole-looking thing, and it just bothered me. I didn't want it there anymore. And so I tried different things. I tried a couple different oils, and nothing was helping. I tried oregano oil, and just seemed to kind of aggravate it and not do anything. But then I don't remember if I heard from someone or if I read it somewhere, but I had this idea I was going to start to use Immortelle on it. So I applied it about 3 times a day for, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks. And after that time, it literally just kind of fell out and fell off, just came off, and you don't see there's no sign of scarring or anything there. It just completely removed it. And I was just so excited and thrilled. And so that was one of my first initial experiences with the Immortelle, but I've loved it ever since, and I continue to use it. So it's something you want to have. All right, so the other skincare, and this is, again, targeting those who have maybe a little bit more problematic skin, particularly if you have younger ones in your life that are going through, some changes and are more prone to breakouts, and maybe it's you and you're going through some adult acne. I have a friend who is in her 40s, and she has gone through some of that. And along with the cleanse, which she's found to be very helpful, she's found this to be a very great combination, this line, the HD Clear line, to help with her skin, clearing up her skin. So actually, one of the products that I use in this line on a pretty regular basis is the foaming face wash. And I actually love this in the morning time when I go and wash my face in the morning. I love the feeling that this foaming face wash gives me. So I do use this one on a pretty regular basis, and it just really has this very clarifying, cleansing effect on my skin, which has a tendency to be a little bit more oily. And but I really have loved this face wash. And it does have, again, some of the essential oils like melaleuca, lemongrass, very eucalyptus, geranium, some of those oils that are, I think I said lemongrass. Lemongrass is not in there. I apologize. But yeah, basically those oils that you see that are in the Clear Skin Roller Topical Blend, you find in the foaming face wash. So, and you can use this topical blend to really target specific areas. So I know several people, you have used it for, certain patches or things coming up on their skin that they want to just target, and I found really good results with helping that to soothe and calm those irritations, and also assist in that cellular renewal. And then the facial lotion, again, this is just providing that support for breakouts, or when you're a little bit more prone to that skin type of situation, those type of situations. So together you have the HD Clear line, and that is something that you can again find in your back office. And then we have our Reveal facial system, and I'll just touch on this briefly. It's one of my favorite ways to receive a facial without having to go and get a facial. So without having to go and pay for a facial, I can actually do this at home, and I've found amazing results. We've done spa parties before where we've done our own facials and used the Barrage line, and we've started with this Reveal facial system, and I love it because you're getting the really good exfoliating effects of the step one, which has the lime and wild orange in conjunction with that exfoliating experience. And then step two is the peptide activator. And so it's basically, it comes in one system, one box. You use one, and then you use the second step right after. And after you're done with it, I can't tell you how great your skin looks. Like you literally just got out of a facial, but you don't have redness. And I know my husband did this, his first time experiencing this, and we thought it was kind of cute because he got a couple of compliments, and his face looked just glowing. It just looked so clear and smooth. And so we love this facial system, and I encourage people to use this on kind of a basis where it's not every single day, obviously, maybe once a week or maybe every couple of weeks. You want to give yourself a good facial. This really helps to boost that. And then we have a detoxifying mud mask, which if you're like me and you love mud masks and kind of that feeling of something on your skin and keeping it on for 10-15 minutes, and we know that this provides those minerals, those vital minerals and nutrients that our skin needs, which we don't normally have. And in fact, we're not used to getting in the dirt, and we're not used to getting, playing in the mud, where we're getting and absorbing those good minerals. So this is a good way to do that, is by having a mud mask that you can apply, and some of the oils in there like myrrh, just again, great for rejuvenating and repairing the skin and providing those nourishing benefits. And so that's something that was just introduced last year. And I'm flying through some of these because I know we don't have time to touch on everyone, but I just am pointing out what is available. We have an entire spa line, and that is something, again, you can find in your customer website as you go to your shopping page and see everything that we have available. The bath bars are amazing. We have an exfoliating scrub and a body butter, and we have the body wash. All of these things, keep in mind, are there to help us to reduce our toxic exposure by using ingredients that are clean and that are pure and that are safe And I love that I have things in my home that I can trust and that I can also shop at my own store. I mean, what a better way to buy than to shop at your own store where you get the better discounts and you can actually receive different perks when it comes to your personal consumption and earning free oils and even credits from your purchases. And I'll touch on that at the very end, just for you being a customer. So moving on from this, we're going to go to the next part, which is scalp and hair care. And I'm going to kind of finish off with this. And really, doTERRA does have, again, all of these different things to provide us with alternatives, things that are, again, safe and that are clean. And this protecting shampoo, I was actually told by my aunt a few years ago when I got started in doTERRA. She had asked me if I was using it, and I said no, and she said, you've got to try it. I love it. And what I soon learned is that typically with my hair, because I have a lot of thick hair, long hair, that I use a lot of shampoo. But that's not the case with this. I realized that a little bit goes a long way, just like our essential oils. So it's a very concentrated shampoo. In fact, when you look at it and you see the price and you go, wow, that's an expensive bottle of shampoo. Well, it lasts a long time too. And I will have lots of people say the same thing, that, oh my goodness, this lasts forever, because you're literally using so little. And it's very, very cleansing to the hair, and it helps to protects against the UV damage. It has the essential oils that are really good for cleansing, and just a really good cleansing shampoo that's color safe at the same time. And then in combination with that, the soothing conditioner, the smoothing conditioner. And it is, again, color safe, helps seal against the water damage. And when you are blow drying it or you have heat, heat exposure, it really helps to protect and strengthen that. So those two, you can get those together, and basically we have before and afters with this, and you can see just kind of the things that people have experienced as far as helping their hair, strengthen their hair, as well as even grow it longer. There's ingredients, those essential oils in there, that actually have been found to help strengthen those hair follicles and promote hair growth. And I don't have a picture here, but my mother, earlier when I was talking to her, she shared her own experience. She's had so many compliments on her hair in the last few years that she's been using this, and she truly believes it's because her hair is much cleaner and it looks fuller, and she literally has beautiful hair, and she says that she believes is because of this shampoo and conditioner line that her hair just looks amazing, and she gets compliments all the time. She used to have really thin hair, but for some reason it's really thick and it's very full, and people point it out all the time. So pretty cool. And this is coming from my mother. Now the other part in actually helping to stimulate that hair growth, we have what's called root to tip serum, and I love this because it's great for not only your scalp, but it's good for those ends as well. So if you have drier ends and you really want to give your hair a good treatment, so a lot of people will have, different hair treatments to, really help their hair, especially if it's been damaged by sun damage or color damage, or I should say bleaching damage. This will really help that to strengthen that hair and those follicles. And so as a side benefit, I guess you could say, those essential oils that you see, the lavender, peppermint, marjoram, all those essential oils at the bottom have been found to help stimulate hair growth. And so if you're massaging that into your scalp, that's another thing that I've heard other people say, that as they've used it, that they can see how it is actually helping them to grow more hair. So everyone's experience is different. So that's not to say that it's going to happen the same with every single person, but in my experience, it's something that I've loved, and I've seen my hair look a lot healthier. Now, the final one in this that I'll touch on, there's the Healthy Hold Glaze. And again, this is if you're wanting to have a more natural look, but have more styling control, that we do have a healthy glaze, and it just comes on like kind of a light gel. It's not thick. It's not like putting gel in your hair, but it's just kind of a light hold, and it just really, again, helps to strengthen and provide that good look that you're looking for. So now, just to finish off, let me touch on the Loyalty Rewards program, which I talked about earlier or alluded to, as far as getting those good free product credits that makes it something that can be really fun to be able to get free product. And so the way that you do that is, again, if you're fairly new, you may not be familiar with this, or maybe you've been here for a while and you may be on Loyalty Rewards, or maybe you're not. But basically how it works is it's a loyalty program that doTERRA rewards their customers for being loyal. So if you, as a wholesale member, you're getting that 25% off retail, and you have the opportunity to earn an additional percentage off of that, in essence. So, for example, when you get started on the Loyalty Rewards program, which you can opt in at any time, and basically whatever you spend that month through the Loyalty Rewards program, you get a percentage back. So from months 1 to 3, if I spend 100 PV as an example, which I spend at least twice that every single month, I get 10% back. My first 3 months, you would get 10% back. So 10% back of $100, kind of do the math. And then as you go months 4 to 6, as you continue on Loyalty Rewards, 15%, and it goes up in 5% increments every 3 months. So at the end of the year, you're getting 30% back on your purchases every single month. So I've been now on Loyalty Rewards for a few years, and of course, every $100 I spend, I'm getting $30 back, which is awesome, because now I can spend that on some of the expensive oils or products that I might not otherwise purchase, but I get those for free because I'm actually getting making all my purchases through my own loyalty account. So as you can see, that little box graph in the bottom, on the bottom left, you'll see that just in order to be on Loyalty Rewards, you have to spend something on a monthly basis. So it can be different from month to month, but as long as you're spending at least 50 PV, you can earn points, and it will increase. So increasing them in those percentages, as long as you're doing at least 50. And then of course, if you share this with anyone and you see that this can benefit someone else and they want to get started, you can earn commissions from that. And then of course, we have a Product of the Month Club, which is basically anything over 125 PV between the 1st and the 15th. And then again, this is just you as a customer consuming products that you're using on a regular basis. Anything over 125 PV, you get the free Product of the Month, whatever that is that month. So it's different things every single month. And then of course we have different product promotions. So this month is going to be different than what next month would be. But and sometimes it's a 200 PV promotion. You get an amazing free oil with that promotion. And so you also get your shipping costs back in the form of points, which can be used as cash. So a lot of different perks for getting on Loyalty Rewards. And again, it allows you to get your products paid for, or get free products, get your shipping back in product credits, and apply that to those things that you want to purchase. So if you're consuming some of the nutritional products, or maybe some of different essential oils, and you want to try some of the skincare, healthy hair care products, you can get those free product credits and apply them to those, and it's basically like cash. So it's definitely the smartest way to start purchasing is through that Loyalty Rewards program, which benefits you as the customer. So as I'm sharing this, you may be thinking at this point of all that, I know, at least for me, the people that that could benefit, these products can benefit. And I know in the beginning, I was just a customer, but I knew several people that could benefit from this. And I wanted to get my oils paid for. So I guess I'll end with this is just, letting you know that there's a way that you can start getting your oils free every month. So if you want to share with people, whether it is, someone that you know and care for in your family, or someone else you're thinking that this can benefit, you have the ability to get your oils paid for every month. And basically, whether it's a small $200 paycheck, maybe just by sharing with a few people can cover your monthly order, whatever that is. So we have a lot of different ways to do that, and we can definitely show you how to do that. An amazing compensation plan for those who want to share. And it basically just starts with sharing samples, allowing people to try and have an experience. Maybe someone shared with you, and that's how you were introduced to this, is by having an experience. So it's all about providing an experience, allowing people to have options, and know that they have options, and then empowering them with this knowledge and education. So if you have questions in this and you really want to know how to earn your oils for free, we definitely are here to support you. We have a great team of support that is here to educate and empower you. Excuse me. And so please reach out to one of us or your enroller, and we will definitely assist you in this if this is something that you desire to do. So with that, hopefully this has been helpful and educational for you. I just want to thank you for joining me today. And again, stay tuned to upcoming classes that we have each week. And if you're listening to the you're watching this recording right now, I know that there's an entire 8-week series here available for you to continue to educate you. And we are here to answer any questions you might have. So reach out to us and let us know. Give us your feedback. We love to hear stories as well. And so share your experiences with others. And we wish you a good rest of the day and hope to be in contact soon. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining.